we're talking about the story about my entrepreneurial itch that I had back in high school,
Mhm.
and you kind of poo-pooed me about taking that loaf of bread from Potiphar.
Yeah.
However, you, in the same breath, were talking about the illegal activity that you were participating in at Cranston High School West. Yes, you were.
I said I wasn't the one doing it.
Did you
I
not buy? You bought a CD, did you not? So you
I
contributed.
I think being the purchaser, who do they go after? The drug dealer or the person buying the
No, they
dime
go
bag?
after the dealer, but I mean,
Hmm.
you're. But I'm just saying that you're, still. Oh, you took a loaf of bread from Potiphar. Shame on you. That you're
That
stealing from
seems out of
Eminem.
character for you.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast, a deep dive into all things Disney Vacation Club. We share tips, tricks, and insider info, helping you make the most of your membership. Join us for the latest news, reviews, and interviews with DVC experts and enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned DVC member or considering your first contract, this podcast is for you. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Hurley and Gary Aruda.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. This is episode 86, recorded in the DeFont Leroy Recording Studios in Sarasota, Florida, and Cranston, Rhode Island. I'm your host, Mike in Florida, joined by my cousin and co-host, Gary, up in Rhode Island.
What's going on?
Not much. You've been following that blizzard in Minnesota? You don't really care, right?
No, I didn't even know there was one going on. Very cold
Yeah.
there.
Yep. There was a blizzard in Minnesota. So we were watching the timeline. One of the local weather stations had like the timeline from their security cameras or whatever from their house.
Yeah.
And we saw it starting to pile up on the windows.
Oh.
And it brought me back to being angry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a tiny, like almost not a meltdown, but I got a little anxious because I totally forgot about this for the 11 years that I've lived down here. Is when you finally got your car clean. You started it up. The heat's starting to kick in. You're going to drive to your miserable job. Not you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about you, but just
Just in
you're
general,
going to
yes.
you're
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
your miserable job, and you're using the windshield wipers, and then they're frozen because the sleet's still coming down. So then it goes, and it makes your window even worse. So now you can't
Mm.
see. And then
And you can't do the fluid because that's frozen anyway.
Yeah, because that's But if you know what I'm talking about with the chunks of ice, and it makes that noise, and it just
Yeah.
drags, and you can barely see. It's like you rubbed your eyes for a second, and you're like, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Oh my God, did that anger me?
How about when the snow comes in through the screen on the window? Like when you see, you know how you have like the screen, if you open your windows, you have the screen,
Mm-hmm.
and like the snow comes in through that screen and you start sealing it like stick to the screen window. That makes me angry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. A lot of things make me angry when it comes to snow.
It's awful, isn't it?
I don't like snow parts. I do not like it. I think I'm in the clear. I have March Madness next week coming up this week, actually.
We have a
And then-
wicked storm
Then it'll be
coming through
April.
right now.
Then it'll be the Masters. And then I feel like I'm pretty good at that point. Oh, and you have a storm in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, we got a cold front coming through. It's gonna be in the 40s overnight.
Wow.
All this winter stuff that's up north. Yeah, we got this. It's just thundering and lightning and pouring. So if we
That's-
lose electricity, you'll know.
That's late for you. This time of
Very
year.
late. It's going to be like, I think the high is going to be 70 on Monday or Tuesday.
I
And
cry
we've
for
been
you.
approaching 90 degrees right now. So
Oh, it's nice. I miss that heat. I need it so bad. The Florida
like
heat's
that?
different than Rhode Island heat, isn't it?
yeah,
It's just better. Because I like it there.
just smells.
It smells better, feels better. People, oh, you're going in July? Isn't it hot in July? Like, yeah,
That's hot.
it is. You know where else it's hot in July? Everywhere.
Everywhere. Thank you.
It's hot in Rhode Island too. You know what else they have? Air conditioning and pools. You could use those things.
Oh, before we get going,
Yeah.
I edited. I did a great job for those of you who actually listen to the show. You don't listen to the show, do you?
Uh, Not always. I listen
Okay.
to some of them occasionally.
So, I'm doing my adding in the M&M, and
Yeah.
we're talking about the story about my entrepreneurial itch that I had back in high school.
Mhm.
And you kind of poo-pooed me about taking that loaf of bread from Potiphar.
Yeah.
However, you, in the same breath, were talking about the illegal activity that you were participating in at Cranston High School West. Yes, you were.
I said I wasn't the one doing it.
Did you
I
not buy? You bought a CD, did you not? So you contributed.
I think being the purchaser, who do they go after? The drug dealer or the person buying the
No, they
thing?
go
Like,
after the dealer, but I mean,
hmm.
but I'm just saying that you're, still. Oh, you took a loaf of bread from Potiphar. Shame on you. That
I
you're
just that
stealing from
seems out of
M&M.
character for you. Yes, I didn't steal from anybody. Someone sold me a blank CD, and there happened to be stuff on there which I promptly
Uh
deleted because I didn't want it on. I asked for a blank CD so I could use it in my CDRW drive,
huh.
and they gave me one with the whole Eminem album on it, and I
Oh,
was aghast. I was
you
completely
got to be kidding
aghast.
me.
You spend $5 and you expect to get a blank CD that you can use for whatever purposes,
Where
legal
back in the day, you
purposes.
could buy like 40 of them for like $3, but you wanted to just buy a single
I
one for
didn't have any.
$5?
I just wanted a single one, so,
Oh, I see.
I
What were you
bought it
gonna
for
do with that? That
I was
read
gonna
write
use
CD?
yeah, I was gonna use it, to, put my homework assignments on it so I can hand them in.
Mhm.
My papers, my term papers, my essays, my book reports, all that good stuff, and then there was a whole album of filth music on there that I promptly deleted.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly. So I
I
still think stealing a loaf of bread's a little worse,
I
though.
I'm gonna go on record. I would like an apology right here, right now on the Addicted to DVC podcast
From
with
who?
Mike and Gary.
From
From you.
Portofino? Oh, was the
Potiphar?
was the bread any good?
Yeah, it was good.
That was good bread.
Oh, it was, like, crunchy on the outside. It was good. I just needed some butter.
I mean, you're so old, it probably would have cost you $1 to buy the bread, and you stole it from a small
Well, wait,
business.
where you getting a loaf of French bread at 10:30 in the morning?
Probably a bakery.
I mean, I had to buy my inventory from those, like, the mom and pop at the side of the
Yeah,
like, though you see in New York City on TV?
yeah.
The guy's got his little stand there, he's selling the Wall Street Journal,
I wonder if those are still around in New York.
those pop-up,
Magazine
newspaper
stands, yeah,
stands.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's not a great business model if they do have them.
No, it really isn't.
I'm not gonna apologize to a petty
Yeah,
thief.
no, I'm waiting for an
He
apology.
can wait all day. We got
You're
another
just as
28
guilty as
minutes.
you're just as guilty as I am, and you know it.
I bought a blank CD that
Okay.
had mistakenly someone had put an Eminem album on there, and I was
Oh,
not a
he
fan of it.
mistakenly did it too?
I was trying to buy a blank CD.
Okay, so for the people listening at home, let us know on our DVC
and,
Addicts Facebook group page if you think Gary's full of it.
and my lawyers will be reaching out to you about this
Di
inflammatory statement. I think it's libel.
Your lawyers are the same as mine.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be cheap for either of us. It sounds like then.
We use the same damn lawyers.
Yeah, that's not good. Now you're in trouble though because slander is when you say something about somebody, and libel is when you do it over the airwaves or in print. So right now you're up for libel because you're saying it on a public forum on a podcast. So a popular podcast like this one.
Oh, so I could get sued because
You're in for a world of hurt here.
but I think if we were to replay, and this is all over the airways, wherever you get your podcast, that you did say that you bought hot CDs. So now you're backtracking and you're saying you lied last
I never
week?
said I said it happened, but I did not want it. I deleted them promptly.
Okay.
However, I'm about to swear. Well, I won't swear.
Go
But
ahead.
it would have
We leave them in. I don't care.
I was just gonna say, I could bring this out to the lawyers. You're just lucky we both have shitty lawyers.
We do have bad lawyers.
we don't have good lawyers. You can put that in your little intro blurb that you do.
You like my teaser?
I do. That's the only part of the show I listen to now.
I do a good job, don't I?
As soon as the intro starts, I said that's enough for the week for me for the Addicted to DVC podcast.
Once in a while, I'll go back in the archives and listen to a real old one to see how bad it is. I mean, we haven't gotten any better, but
no, that's true.
There's a new girl in town. You know what I have on the TV right now?
What is that?
I got Alice reruns. Did you ever watch Alice?
No, I never watched that. That's a little before my time.
That's actually a little before my time too. I caught the reruns. Mel's Diner. It was a good show.
Yeah.
And you find it on YouTube. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What is the topic? I don't know what. We're going to talk about the treehouse refurbishments.
Ooh, I like that.
And my potential third contract.
Yeah, what's going on? This is a long time of radio silence here. Did we get a counter offer? Why don't you tell the class what's going on first?
Well, I saw this 5-star on Bobby's website.
DVC for less. Free plug for him.
DVC for less. Yep. It was a Grand Cal. I got nervous because I searched for all use years.
Yeah.
And it's been 25, 25, 25. Then I see 29. I'm like, oh, there's 4 new ones. And I pull it up and I see a 5-star. Okay. Usually a lot of the 5 stars are those 400s that they're just trying to get rid of. And I see 100 and I said, oh no.
Because that's so right in your wheelhouse.
That's sort of in my wheelhouse. So I clicked on it and I went to go see who the broker was. And then I see 200 points coming in June of 2026. I said,
oh, so they banked some already.
Yes. June use share, which is my use share because I was willing to get anything. But if you can keep them all in the same use share. And they took care of this kitty cat. I mean, this thing was well taken care of with the banking of the previous year.
Yeah,
I was telling Susie today on our dog walk that you just see these people and it's just I think they need to go to jail, quite frankly. Like they leave so many points on the table.
That could be a good show topic in the future.
DVC mistakes?
Like the sins of DVC. Like what are the worst things you can do?
Yeah, because you see these people and it's like, like if you're selling your contract and you have 50 points and you're like, I'm not going to get down there. I can sell them. I could make a couple reservations and sell them. Worst case scenario, give them away. But you can't let these things rot, can you?
No, that's awful. It's not good. And also, you have to be strategic. If you're selling a June use here right now and you have 25 points on there, 25 points, they're useless because by the time you close, you got no chance to use them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now, if you got lucky, if this offer gets accepted, you might have those points loaded May 15th.
Yeah, I heard that Rofer's getting quicker now that they have that $500 fee, but...
Yeah. But still, I mean, if you got it with a month to spare in the use year, you've already missed your banking deadline.
Right.
And now you have to use them quick. And that would even hurt you even more if you had to use some Grand Cal points just to like Old Key West just to use them up.
That would drive me nuts. Then I would have had to not lowball, but see if I could get a little concession there because that would drive me insane. Staying at Saratoga Springs or Old Key West on $250 points.
That would be my only hesitation with actually having the same use year. Because what if you accidentally use those points on a booking?
Oh, you should see how anal I am when I book.
Okay, you double check what contract it's pulling from and everything.
Quadruple, yeah. I mean, the good thing with Riv Resale is that I can't use it for any bookings other than Riviera. But if I do book a Riviera stay, it will ask me if I want to use my Grand Floridian or my Riviera points.
Yeah, so when did you put the offer in?
I believe it was Friday
Oh, sorry. So we're still in the weekend, so they may
in the
not have
weekend.
presented any offers over the weekend, potentially. Do you want to say who the listing company is or no? You
Yeah,
don't have to if you don't want.
it's I forget who it is. We can keep talking, I'll look it up.
I'm just surprised. Now, did they like reach out to you after you made the offer and
Yeah,
do any
I got an
follow-up?
email from them. I did get an email from them, just that they got my offer and this and that.
Did it seem like a auto reply or was it actually somebody that wrote the email you think?
Yeah, it was an auto reply.
Okay, so you really haven't heard anything back yet then
That's
at
correct.
all. That's interesting. Because when I've submitted offers in the past, I got phone calls almost instantly from the listing agent, just confirming all the details. Like, is this, blah blah blah, everything looking good? Just so you know, this is, resale, kind of the due diligence, if you will. But you haven't gotten really anything yet. I would start getting concerned if you don't hear something by like 2:00 tomorrow.
Okay.
From a live person, say, like, at least saying, "Hey, we got the offer. This is what's going on. We're presenting it to the buyer. They're on the West Coast, so their time may be delayed because they're behind, whatever the case may be." But that's going to be I mean, how soon after that popped up did you make your offer? Did you
Yeah, I
drag
mean,
your feet a little
you and
bit,
I
or did
were
you go right
chatting,
out with
so
it?
it took, yeah, no, I dragged my feet a little bit.
Okay. So if other offers came in, you might be not the first one to be presented. That could also be holding things up too.
Correct. I did offer full
Because I assume
asking.
they're going to present them in the order they receive them. You would think with that contract, if you're in the market for a Grand Cal resale, you have to know that it's got to be full asking, right? You can't be lowballing one like that.
Not if it's a
For the most
five-star,
part,
right?
you would think people have that. That's kind of my point. Yeah, I don't know. Well, hopefully you get it. I mean, do you have like, was that one of those, because that's a lot of money? Is that one of those like instant regret, hope I don't get it, or are you really hoping you get it?
Yeah, Yeah, so where were we? Yep, full asking. Um, this
What
opens a
is this?
lot of doors.
It does. It also closes a door, potentially,
It closes the Saratoga Springs store.
at least for a while, because this is a big investment.
Pardon, I have enough now. I can replace the May and the September stays with Grand Cal. I'm not talking both of them, but if I go in May of next year, well, now I'm not staying at the Grand Floridian or Riviera in that May. So now that's going to
Right.
open up 90 points.
I just think because you're local to Orlando, you're gonna always want to go there for a day or two.
I will, but it's gonna open up, like I'm saying, 100, obviously 100 points because I'm buying 100 at the Grand Cal, so it's gonna open up close to 100 points now that I can use on those spur of the moment trips.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if I'm not going in September up in Orlando, that's saving me 93 points.
All right, so you're gonna essentially replace one of your longer trips with a California trip every year
That's correct.
if this goes through. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. I know you love it out there.
I love it out there. The selling point to go every year is that we have to do other things. Like we're looking at cruises.
Yeah.
So you do the 3 days at the Grand Cal, and then you jump on a cruise, and they have some amazing cruises. So you're talking leaving LA and going up to Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Panama Canal one that leaves LA and ends up in Miami.
I don't know. I think you're too high. I think your contracts are too high end. You need some sleep around points to do
All
what
right,
you
so
need to do.
I can't talk anymore about contracts because I'm going to end up getting killed or divorced or both.
I'm not saying in this calendar year. I'm just
No,
saying
but
in
what
the
I mean,
future.
what do you think the number would be? 50
You need a 75 pointer
at
at
Saratoga.
like Saratoga or Old Key West extended. I know you don't care about it, but neither of those
Yeah, I don't
matter
want
for the
extended.
11 months. But or a boardwalk would be nice if you could find the right one because you like that and you like the 2042. But I think Saratoga is perfect because of the price point and the lower dues for you. Because when you do want to go to Olani, you're not going to want to use 75 points from Grand Cal that you need to get to that
No.
one bedroom. You know what I mean? That ocean view.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've kind of pigeonholed yourself here by being very high end. You got a lot of high class stuff. That's why you got to start low like me. I start at the bottom.
Yeah, but
So
you're
now
never gonna jump up because you're so cheap when it comes to it. You want a second freaking Saratoga contract.
yeah, that's my wheelhouse right now. I could see a Bay Lake Tower potentially if I find the right price. I could see that. Because that has a nice 11-month booking window, a nice long contract length. But I'm pretty happy where I am right now. But see, the thing with me, Mike, is I do not have any problem using any of my points at any resort. And you've pigeonholed yourself quite a bit with your contracts. It's my only criticism of you. It's a good problem to have. And I guess you'd be fine saying, hey, I'm only going to stay at those 3 places for the next 15 years. You're probably fine with that.
I am. Although she isn't. She likes the cabins. Because we can take roadies. She likes Saratoga Springs. She likes.
So the cabins is another. So then you have to use your Grand Floridian points for the cabins.
I do.
Like a resale contract doesn't help you with that. So now you're going to end up looking for a cabins resale, and you're going to be in the same boat. You're gonna have all these great resorts and great contracts, and you're going to be in the same boat in 5 years from now. And I'm going to tell you need sleep around points.
I'm not arguing that.
And I just think it's a very unique situation you have with how you use it. You've stayed at so many resorts, and you've been using all your Grand Floridian points to stay at these places that aren't really worth what you paid for those points. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
But hey, we say this all the time. We say this all the time when we talk about it. As long as you're happy with where you stay, it doesn't really matter. That's why it's a great product. You can use it however you want. And if it means staying at Saratoga one year and not staying at Grand Floridian with your Grand Floridian points, so be it. You're still going to enjoy that stay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't mind using them at Saratoga because, like I said, we bought that. We wanted direct, and it was during the fire sale of the Grand Floridian because they just wanted to sell it out. So we got a pretty good freaking deal on that. Now, the other 2 contracts were 5-star lowball. We got a steal on Riviera.
Well, yeah, Riviera is unique because that's all you can use it at anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And Grand Cal, it would be really dumb to use those as sleep around points. Even every other year, if you used them as sleep around points, would be pretty dumb.
That's an expensive Saratoga stay. That's correct.
So you almost have to do, like, if you decide to do every other year, you got to do like 6 nights instead of 3 nights.
I can't do 6 nights there with her. She won't do 6 nights.
Well, what if you do like 3, your little excursion, then like 2 or 3 at the end or something?
Possibly.
You know what I mean? Or like 2 go off for 2 days and 2 more because 4. I don't know. You figure it out, but I get what you're saying. It's a lot. Those 200 that are just there. I mean, you can keep banking that 100 till you're ready to do something stupid too.
That's what I'm saying. You can
burn them right
keep
away.
you can keep moving them. Like I could take hippie guy, and then I could take you guys the following year. I mean, if I'm putting you up, you're definitely open for it, right?
Yeah, we would certainly try to do it.
That would be fun. That would be a good trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, what do you do if we go out there,
Mm-hmm.
and your wife absolutely falls in love with the place and says, "Can we get points here?"
I'd probably say no. I say it's not.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, I'm not going to go. I would go every 5 to 7 years to California. I'm not an every other year.
Suppose she wanted to go every other year.
She's not going to want to. It's going to be hard to get her. She hates flying that much that she doesn't even want to fly to California. We did it the one time and she hated it. So it's tough. I mean, I get what you're saying in this hypothetical, but I don't really think it applies here. Like, I want to do Alani at some point, and I don't think I can get her to take that trip because of how long it takes in the air. That's my biggest hesitation on it too, but I would deal with it.
You just deal with it. I mean, there's no alternative.
Oh yeah. I know there's.
Well,
not.
yeah,
or you don't go.
You don't go. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. I'm just happy with vacation in Florida. It's different for you, but you know that because you're local. So it's
I wanted to come down here. I wanted to come down here every year when I lived up north.
Right.
And she never wanted to do it. I wanted a honeymoon here, and she didn't want it. Why don't we honeymoon at a place that we've never been to before? I understand that logic, but I'm like you. This is my place.
Yeah.
But now that I live here, it's not a vacation anymore.
I get it.
It is, but it isn't.
So you could go to California every year for vacation. I don't see that in my future.
That's fair.
So I just don't think it would be worth it because then I'd be I would hate if I bought a contract at Grand Cal and spent all that money. It would kill me to use it to get that extra night at Animal Kingdom Lodge or something. You know what I mean?
I do.
Anything else you want to add here? We've already gone a little long.
Yeah, we go. All right. Yeah, I'll wrap us up. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at DVC Addicts. Email the show info@addictedtodvc.com and join our Facebook group, DVC Addicts. For my cousin and co-host Gary in Rhode Island, I'm Mike in Florida. Thanks for listening. We'll talk again next week.
Thank you for listening to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. We want to hear from you. Email us at info@addictedtodvc.com and follow us on all socials at DVC Addicts. We appreciate you being a part of our DVC community, and we'll see you again on our next episode. Thanks again for listening, and welcome home.